Hey guys, I'm a BMX flatlander. My name's Mario Carelsi and I ride for Team Extreme, and I'm going to be showing you some BMX tips and hints. Right, we're going to look at how to ride a bicycle basically. Now what I'd say with this is, depending on your size and build, to go for a bike that actually suits you and fits you correctly. This will help if you've never ridden a bicycle before and you're looking to learn. So basically a BMX is an ideal bike to learn on, whether you be a child, whether you be an adult. Because it's small, the bars are nice and wide and you haven't got far to fall if it does go wrong. But what I suggest as well is, the seat is very important. You should be able to have both feet on the floor. Before you start, you want to be able to do this comfortably and bend your legs. You don't want to be too high up that your feet aren't touching the floor, because when you fall, you've got further to fall. So basically you want to be comfortable, you want to be able to just slip the bike out from underneath you, step over it easy, and that's it. Always make sure you can get away from the bike if it goes wrong. And don't panic. Above all, if you feel yourself falling, don't decide to slam on the front brake at 50 miles an hour because you're just going to shoot over the bars. Just go with the bike and put your foot down to whichever way you're going to fall. Eventually, with practice, you'll learn how to fall and it will come. Riding a bike is something that you can progress at every single day, because you will actually go further every day, so it'll be fine. The first thing to remember when riding a bike is to set yourself up. You want to sit on the seat, have one foot on the floor, and you'll always have a comfortable foot, a foot that you put forward basically. In my case it's always my right foot. So I'll have my pedal straight, I'll have my right foot on the pedal ready to go. Now, I wouldn't recommend just pedaling off straight away. Just get the feel of your bike by rolling. Push down the pedal, lean it to one side, have your foot as support, and just push yourself around. Get comfortable with being on the bike. Try not to lean the opposite way too much, otherwise you're going to end up doing that. You want to try and lean into where you're going, but not too much, or it will go like that. Always try and keep the bike straight. If you feel yourself going to one side, you turn the opposite direction using your body weight. Eventually, when you get this, you won't be so conscious of yourself doing this. It will just be like riding a bike. It will just be in a straight line and you'll go. So eventually just keep doing this and try and keep your foot off the floor a little bit longer each time. This will just get you used to the bike. This can be done in a small area, you don't have to be done on a track or anything like that. Once you've got to that point where you're thinking, oh, I'm coasting, you want to think about putting your foot on the pedal. Now this is where it becomes a little bit more difficult, because both your legs are going to be in motion, you're going to be right on the bike, you're not going to have really any support like going around, but you won't need it, because once you've got that balance point, it'll just be a case of putting that on there. If you feel it going wrong, put it back on the floor. That's all you need to do. So you're going to move away in your same stance, and eventually you're going to move this foot up to the pedal and just try and coast. Use the steering, feel where the bike is. If you feel yourself leaning in, steer and lean out the opposite direction. If it goes too far that way, this way. Now obviously your speed's going to run out because you're not pedaling, so you want to be able to get this move down, and in a circle it's easier to learn at first, but then eventually you want to be going in a straight line. So you need to get the same thing going, but in a straight line. Keep pointing the bars forward, try not to turn them too much in either direction, and get your balance point. Then in the straight line, once that's done, you need to transfer the foot that's balancing you to the pedal. And at first, again, don't pedal, just equalise the pedals out and try and coast. That's your basic stance on the bike. You're actually on the bike and you're riding it. So now you want to actually go somewhere. This is where you involve pedaling. So you're going to keep the balls of your feet on your pedals. Try not to have your heels on there, because there's not much control, and your toes, you're going to tend to slip off. So you want it in the middle of your foot, or at least on the ball of your foot. So you're ready to go, you're going to push down on that pedal, and as soon as you push down once, you're going to meet this leg on that pedal and the ball of your foot, the same thing. And you're going to keep moving your legs round. Not necessarily fast, just go with the flow at a speed that you're comfortable with. Always keep it safe. And eventually you're riding a bike, and this is what it is. When you get good at that, you might want to stand up. With the same principle, you coast for a while, and then you just start pedaling. And away you go. And that's basically how to ride a bicycle.